So, alright, got this Alan Wake 2. You know I got a clout chase. Everybody gave this some pretty good reviews. It took me 10 years to beat the first game. It wasn't my favorite Remedy game, but it was alright. Um I played Alan Wake 1, played the what's his name, Max Payne. So I played some Remedy games. Played Control, beat that, and after all this, I still like Quantum Break the best. Um, was hoping we get a Quantum Break 2 someday, but I doubt we will. But we gonna check out this Alan Wake 2 because you know I gotta gather some clout. So, and it's Halloween, so let's get into it. I got the Reggie Mode edition, so I ain't got no cosmetics. Let me see what options we got. Alright, so we gonna play on performance. Should blur off. I think I set this up already. Get my voice. I've been sick the last couple of days, but we gonna try and make it work. Normal. Maybe hard if it's too easy. I like what I see from the trailer. Got more of a like look like they got some more detective investigative stuff and it look more like a Resident Evil game now, but I still saw like the flashlights on the shadows type gameplay, so look like they mixed it up, but we'll see. Um, Again, the video game media, a lot of them are like kind of like a hive mind. They were giving this like pretty good scores, but the type of people that would give this a good score and that like Alan Wake also like that Twin Peaks show, and I tried to watch that shit and I couldn't finish it. It's too weird, but we'll see
Back to
there's
the
pieces
beginning.
of that in Alan Wake
We
1.
all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
You know, I hope they got a recap. I just beat the game like last
In
week.
a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Right off the rip. Alright, something happened. Audio bugged out. Let me reset the game. Yeah, phones. I got these Astro A50s. They work. Maybe it was just the game, though. I ain't never had them. I never had that happen before. Let's run that back. But yeah, so
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer.
yeah, they start out with this man showing that cake. Low water and gas. Like the
Whoa. What's wrong?
Come on, Ed. We should go.
Already gone.
Who knows if I'm gonna like it? Sometimes I gotta talk. That's why you play the game. I know it's dark, but let me check. Yeah, it looks decent. But like RE4 remake is both of the all shit, all of the shit's gotta see what it look like in the light. Whoa, what was that? Ain't even got a punch. Alright, so they're going now. So I gotta get over there. Oh no!
Where's the rest of the stuff? I need to finish this. I'm coming.
What the fuck?
Shit.
Ed, stop! Run!
Black folks in there. Man, they got his cheap tallywhack out. location for that on the TV. That's probably gonna be the only nudity we get. That's another weird thing. Yeah, something up with the audio.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will.
I guess it's
Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Yeah, the audio.
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Let's see if that's another
Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
So, like I was saying,
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
one of my
I should take a look at that map.
favorite out of the Renegade games I played. I think people like Control more because it was for a bigger audience, I guess, when it released.
You're the one who wanted to switch.
I think I hear someone.
I'm not walking all the way back
Could
down.
be our deputy.
But I like the powers in it better. I like the story a little bit better too. But then it's kind of weird. They had the same chick from Quantum Break be the main character in Control. I was watching some stream Broken Game. He was way the game. They like stopped streaming. Started doing detective.
Hey, over here. Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Yeah, I'm out.
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, that,
Those damn feds gonna show up, Mulligan.
Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, cried Thornton. But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind
That's the
Place.
part everybody was
My
complaining
version
about.
of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board.
Alright, facts on the board.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Mental technique. Oh yeah, Cauldron Lake is where the last game happened. And Bright Falls. So they all went missing in 2010, and then he just started killing them. Like, oh man, I hope these dogs don't start acting up. So he was found 2 weeks ago. So it's just the, yeah, that's the old man. Yeah, so. did all disappear in 2010, and they just now finding the bodies like years apart. 2010 is around when the first game came out, I think. So they probably got to do it that game. Hold on. Damn dog trying to kill the UPS man. Alright. Slight difference in murders, bloating. Not causing death. So they end up in the lake. Postmortems. It was covered in tattoos. So they all disappeared in 2010. They end up in the river or in the lake. And then they give them a tattoo, throw them in the lake, I guess, after they kill them. Two other victims had bruising, restraints. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma. Also, only one of them was found in the water. Alright. Heart removal, bruising on the wrist. So they might have took the heart out of these two. Back up. Map. Alright, I think I understand what they saying probably. So if instead of this just being like a menu, it's an actual room. Like, I guess that could get kind of
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
So this shit going in there falls.
Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
I'm gonna put that on there, man. Twin. Mighty Mountain in the distance.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
And that dude was
Oh,
drunk.
FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down
And he
psycho
looked
serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
suspicious.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
Look, those are real? You guys hiring?
Let's just see this body, shall we?
I go to mine. So what did I just pick up? Thought it was a say the battery. Another game that took me like years. This Game Pass. I started this game like 2 times on the PlayStation.
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Put it way over there. Oh, okay. Another body's been found in the woods. Need to see if this is linked to a killing. We're here to investigate. Goals investigate.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
So I can add all this on.
That's not right.
Oh, what am I doing? Was this murder interrupted? Find evidence. Fucking.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Think, Saga.
Won't it let me put it? Alright. Oh, unless I got them in the wrong order. Able to pick them back up? Or...
Heart removed from chest.
Oh, I got
Strapped by the wrists.
hold it over.
Definitely matches the previous murders.
Strap 'em in.
But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Was he killed here, or brought here after? For display. Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago.
Oh.
I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim?
Well, didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
So this kind of like internet.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so now.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
I'm supposed to do all this shit while them shadow monsters running around.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
She like voices from the monster. Yeah, he came up out the lake. He coming out the lake.
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense. I didn't know trees got that big.
There's a piece of paper on the ground. A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. The killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest.
Oh.
I must find out what. This mug always cheers me up.
Just gonna look inside his chest when we was at the damn table. I can't look at that.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
I carry his It's close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
So she getting all.
Whoever wrote that page made sure it read like a story. Like a scene from a thriller.
I hate all of it. The text said we'd find more. I believe it.
But what's the purpose? They're twisting events to create their own narrative. To do what? Entertain some fantasy? Projecting their desires? Are we characters or the audience? Witnesses to their design? All the above?
It's all about control. Deciding what happens to who. Don't let it drag you in.
Too late. I'm already hooked. I need the next chapter.
Why is that boy talking like he in the Twilight Zone?
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair?
That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination, ASAP.
Well, sure. But the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the Bookers at the Oh Dear Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Oh, see. Now you talking. Because in the last game, you just grabbed the manuscript pieces and they ain't really do nothing. So
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Oh, so it is. I came up with it.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod? For a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
She said she saw some.
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. Only shows up for unusual cases.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Talking about they talking about another thing. He said he was gonna wait.
You're still in one piece, Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Alright.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery. Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office?
No, I'm all set.
I'll park there anyway. I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town. The diner's just up the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Keep talking about golf. Just mad about.
Hey there.
Alright, I gotta make some phone calls. I'll be back on later.